In today's video, we'll be diving deep into the world of Assassin's Creed 1, exploring the story of one of its most interesting targets, Talal, a slave trader originating from Jerusalem. Talal, whose name funny enough translates to nice, was a prolific slaver based within the rich district of Jerusalem and a member of the Templar Order. Originally a member of the Saracen army, he returned to Jerusalem and established a cartel dealing in the trafficking of men, women and children. It didn't matter what social standing they were in, all were viable to be abducted. Most of them were sent to fellow Templar Garnier De Naplouse in Acre for his experiments in trying to replicate the powerful effects of the Apple of Eden and enlisting them as soldiers for the Templar Cause. Or is it? Talal is well protected, for within his shadowy group are men loyal to him without a fault, all willing to give their lives not only for Talal but his goals too. Talal and the men who work for him have the city guard in their pocket, and they regularly turn a blind eye to the work that is being done in exchange for regular bribes. The people of Jerusalem grow weary. Some of them are even trying to make a stand against Talal. They know what he's doing, and they know that the guards won't do anything. When we begin our investigation on the man, we can overhear a conversation between two friends. One of them is adamant on trying to make a stand against Talal, whilst the other argues against it because, quote, it does not affect us, either implying the rich residents of Jerusalem or the two men in question. How long can people go disappearing before people take a stand and do something about it? Linking back to loyalty, one of our investigations leads us to a member of the public trying to enlist a mercenary to help him take the fight against Talal. We learn that Talal is a coward, not a fighter, and will run at the first sign of things going south. This then leads the mercenary to reveal that he isn't afraid of the man, quite the opposite. He works for him. The citizen is completely taken aback by this and leaves. From doing this, we also get a good idea on where he will run off to when he decides to scarper. When we start listening to the preachers around town, we learn that Talal apparently provides for the people during this period of uncertainty. It seems as though he preys on people's vulnerabilities, their fears of going hungry or losing loved ones due to the war effort. Also, can we appreciate one of the coldest lines that Altair delivers in this game?
I have nothing to say to you.
Speak to me or speak to God. It's your choice.
Talal also happens to be a master archer and will take any opportunity that he has to flee and shoot his enemies from afar. We can hear from a couple of caravaneers that he fled the caravan to reach higher ground and rained down a flurry of arrows, single-handedly saving the caravan. Once we've learned everything that we can about the man, we head back to Malik, convey our knowledge to him, take Al-Mulim's marker, and head to Talal's warehouse to end his life.
What now, slaver?
Do not call me that. I only wish to help them, as I myself was. Help me!
You do no kindness imprisoning
me.
them like this.
Imprisoning them? I keep them safe, preparing them for the journey that lies ahead.
What journey? It is a life of servitude.
You know nothing. It was folly to even bring you here. To think that you might see and understand.
I understand well enough. Show yourself.
So you want to see the man who called you here?
You did not call me here. I came on my own.
Did you? Who unbarred the door? Cleared the path? Did you once raise your blade against a single man of mine, huh? No. All this I did for you. Step into the light then, and I will grant you one final favor. Now I stand before you. What is it you desire?
Come down here. Let us settle this with honor.
Why must it always come to violence? It seems I cannot help you, for you do not wish to help yourself. And I cannot allow my work to be threatened. You leave me no choice. You must die.
After a brief sparring match on whether slavery is good or not, Talal orders his men to kill us because we will not see eye to eye on this matter. Also, a quick little aside, in the E3 demo from 2007, they show this memory off, but in the demo he calls Altair a assassin, which is absent from the final release of the game.
I was trying to tell him that.
Now I stand before you. What is it you desire?
Come down here. Let us settle this with honor.
Why must it always come to violence? It seems I cannot help you, assassin, for you do not wish to help yourself. And I cannot allow my work to be threatened. You leave me no choice. You must die.
Once we've taken them out and begin chasing him, he does as he always does and runs away. We eventually catch up to him and put an end to the slave trade within Jerusalem and his life.
You've nowhere to run now. Share your secrets with me.
My part is plain. The Brotherhood is not so weak that my death will stop its work.
What brotherhood?
Al-Mu'alim is not the only one with designs upon the Holy Land. And that's all you'll have from me.
Then we are finished. Beg forgiveness from your god.
He's long abandoned us. Long abandoned the men and women I took into my arms.
What do you mean?
Beggars, whores, addicts, lepers. Do they strike you as proper slaves? Unfit for even the most menial tasks? No. I took them not to sell, but to save. And yet you'd kill us all. For no other reason than it was asked of you.
No. You profit from the war. From lives lost and broken.
Yes, you would think that, ignorant as you are. Wall off your mind. They say it's what your kind do best. Do you see the irony in all this? No, not yet it seems. But you will.
Alright, so before we delve deep into the confession within the memory corridor, let's go over the initial meeting of Talal. From this confrontation we learn a few things. For starters, he doesn't like being called a slaver and instead believes that he's saving these people, like he himself was once saved. On top of this, we learn that he invited us here, that it was him who helped clear a path to the warehouse, made sure that the door was open, that none of his men raised a blade towards us. Talal truly believes that he's saving these people, preparing them for the new world that the Templars wish to usher in. In a weird way, he had hoped that Altair would understand his point of view and see his work as noble and just, similar to how Garnier De Naplouse viewed his work down in Acre. We know that Talal supplied him with subjects to be experimented on and tortured should they resist, but we also know from that assassination that while he was working on ways to replicate the effects of the Peace of Eden, he was helping these people that were being shipped to him. He was healing the sick, curing ailments of the mind, and helping them get off the streets and into professions, such as the guards situated around the hospital. But whilst it seems noble, the way they're going about it is wrong. It's nuanced, and when you view Talal's work with that of Garnier De Naplouse, you can begin to understand in a weird way why he believes what he's doing, a necessary evil for something better. Like Tamir in Damascus and Garnier De Naplouse in Acre, Talal believes firmly in the Brotherhood's work, and believes that his death won't stop the work that they're doing and the plans that they have not just for the Holy Land, but the world as a whole. Interestingly, here in this confession we get a juicy line about how Al-Mu'alim is not the only one with designs upon the Holy Land. This could just be a reference to the Assassin Brotherhood themselves, who wish to see peace in all things. I like to view this as a little bit of foreshadowing to Al-Mu'alim being the secret 10th member of the Templar Order, and his inevitable betrayal at the end of the game. When Altair tells Talal to beg forgiveness from his god, Talal proclaims that God has long since abandoned him, and long since abandoned the men and women he took into his arms. Beggars, whores, addicts, lepers. He asks Altair if this strikes him as real slaves unfit for basic tasks. He tells Altair that he took these people not to sell but to save, giving them new lives, life with meaning, purpose, direction, and Altair kills him simply because it was asked of him. He then takes pot shots at Altair and flaunts the contradictions, For a group focused on free will, he's very closed off and doesn't ask questions, and takes one point of view as gospel. Why should he question the motives of his targets? It'll begin to humanize them, and runs the risk of understanding their point of view, maybe even agreeing. Altair and the assassins at large at this point in time don't ask questions, and obey their mentor without question. Talal really helps push Altair to start asking more questions, to understand his role in all of this, the hypocrisy within the Assassin's Creed as a whole, and his restructuring of the Brotherhood later on when he becomes the mentor. He starts trying to understand the Templar plot, what binds the men he's been sent out to kill, and ask questions about what he's seen, how he feels, and that's what I find so interesting about Talal and all of the Templars within AC1. They're nuanced. In some weird way, you can understand their point of view. They're not mustache twirling villains for the most part, but morally grey people with their own points of view, and they help push Altair into growing as a man and as an assassin. And it's responsible for the restructuring of the Brotherhood, revealing the contradictions within how they operate, the code they follow, how they dress, how they act. It all comes from these characters being nuanced in some way or another. And there we have it. After God knows how many months and missing Talal by accident, this has been a closer look at the story of Talal from Assassin's Creed 1. Hopefully you've enjoyed this video and found it somewhat interesting. Hopefully you've learned something too. I do enjoy making these mini deep dives into characters from Assassin's Creed 1, and I do plan on doing more going forward, but I'm about as consistent with making videos as the lore of Assassin's Creed itself, so who knows at this point. If there are videos on AC1 or any other Assassin's Creed game you'd like to see me tackle or talk about, please do drop me a comment down below or on the community post I'll have up on my channel, and I will add it to the ever-growing list of videos I can work on. Obviously, a lot of talk is going on with regards to Assassin's Creed Shadows, and the smart thing would be to do videos on Shadows itself, but that can wait until I'm finished. Honestly, if you've made it this far to the end of the video, thank you so fucking much for watching. You are incredible, and the support on videos like these, and realistically any video of mine, really does mean a lot. I will hopefully see you in the next video, whenever that eventually comes out, and if you want to watch more, I'm sure there's a video up on screen that you can click on and enjoy. With all of that being said, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Goodbye for now.